welcome back guys to another episode. Greg from Oakesy Adventures. This episode is the wrap up of the BT engine replacement and the breakdowns of the last two episodes. As you can see, she's sitting back in the garage with me, and it's good to have it back. So, what did actually Mazda do? Mazda did pick up the cost for putting the engine back in. It is a brand new motor with the upgraded oil pump. It has a brand spanking new turbo, and it has a brand new number 3 injector. And I do know you're going to say, why didn't you do the other 4? So in the last episode, there's a lot of comments that come back to me saying, why are they only changing out the 1 injector and not all 5? The answer to that is Mazda will only replace what is broken. So the other 4 checked out fine, okay? But I didn't feel comfortable having 4 old injectors back in a brand new motor, knowing that one of them has already failed. To me, it is a ticking time bomb to say how long until the others start to fail. Okay, so I had that discussion with Ashley, the service manager down in Mandurah, and I said, please change all the injectors and I'll pick up the cost of the other 4 injectors. And that was a lot of comments that come back to me from the last episode is, don't be a tight ass, put your hand in your pocket and replace those 4, which I've done. Okay. What else? So the only thing I would like Mazda to have done is that they've got a full breakdown of all the parts of what they replaced. 2 pages, basically 2 pages of parts, but unfortunately it doesn't put a item cost on those. It would have been nice for that to do that, so I could actually see what each item would have cost and how much it would actually cost to have this motor replaced. They did say it was going to be in the high 20s, okay, but there was no exact figure. I'll actually go through the items of what I had to replace and cost me, okay? So all 4 injectors, engine mount, there was 1 engine mount that needed to be replaced. While the car was in the shop, the battery died. I had to replace the battery, and there was a diagnostics cost for Mazda to actually find out what was wrong with this motor. Okay, so all up, the labour was $876.91, and the parts come in at $3,389. With GSTs chucked on top of that, it came in at $4,692.50. That's what it actually cost me. Put my hand in my pocket, pull out the money and give that to Mazda, my side, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than, as you'll agree, than spending $20,000 or plus on an engine replacement. It would have been touch and go whether or not this car was going to be back on the road or whether I was going to scrap this vehicle if it was going to be in the high 20s anyway. But Mazda come to the party, and I cannot thank them enough for what they've done. Ashley and the service team and his whole crew have been absolutely remarkable to work with, and to get this vehicle back on the road, they've done an absolutely tremendous job, and I can't thank them enough. So from here, what happens from here then? Is the old girl going? Because a lot of people have commented saying, just get rid of it, you know, it's a heap of junk and everything else, but it's not. It's a good car, and it has serviced me very, very well, and it's done a lot of miles, which has not been easy miles either. So I said 107,000 k's when the motor blew up. Half of its life has been towing, which puts a lot of strain on a car. So what are we doing with it? In the meantime, we are going to keep the vehicle. We don't have a choice. We need something to tow the van and still get out there. But saying that, we have signed up for a new car, okay? And we'll cover that in another episode of what we've actually purchased, and that'll come out a bit later on. So from here, Denise is running around the shops as we speak. She's actually gone shopping. She's getting all groceries and bits and pieces to start getting the van ready to go. We are heading off again. We are taking off to do some southeast and southwest of Western Australia for about 2 weeks. Hopefully that all goes well. And then we've got another trip perhaps planned in June up at Shark Bay, and that's will be on another episode. But until then, guys, again, thank you very much for following along. I hope this answers all the questions that you have asked me in the last episodes about the injectors and also the oil pump, other bits and pieces as well. Until then, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you down the road. And well then, take care. Bye.